What's going on, Omar? What's happening, my brother? I couldn't do anything today. It's raining. So I might as well come on and teach. It's raining outside, my brother. So I figured I'd come on, man, and show you guys what I got going on this morning. I'm going to show you guys how I became my own bank. Okay. Um, what I try to teach people, when I'm teaching velocity banking, is how to become your own bank. Okay. So, Heart of Gold, what's going on? Dr. Look, I see you. Emmanuel, what's going on? LeVon, what's going on, my guy? EJ in the house. Man, it's been a quiet morning for me. It's raining outside, so I can't do no hustling. I can't mulch no leaves. I can't detail no cars. People done getting their driveways clean. In the springtime, that's when I make a killing on driveway cleaning, because everybody want that look. They're getting the yard together and trying to get their look together for their yard. They don't want their neighbor yard to look better than theirs. Y'all know how it go. I'm the same way. If I'm outside cutting my grass, you better believe my neighbors, they're coming right behind me. They don't want my yard to look better than theirs, okay? What's going on, Adonna? What's happening? Larry, what's going on, my guy? What's going on, Jeff? Good morning to you, my brother. All right, who else got in here? Ernest, what's going on, man? Ski Bum, what's happening? All right. Adonna, what's going on? All right, Jeff. Hollywood in the house. What up, D? What's going on with you, my brother from another? Guys, what I got up here, man, I'm going to show you how I control my credit cards. And I'm going to show you guys why now this is not financial advice, okay? Why I play around in the digital world more than I play around in this world when it comes to finances. And the reason, and it's just my personal opinion, we all got opinions, so don't get in, well, that's not what it says. We all got opinions, man. What may work for somebody else may not work for you and may not work for me. You got to figure out your situation. I'm just here to give you information to see if this information can be implemented into your financial life. Because my system has helped me travel the world. Good morning, Bubba. What's happening? My wife and I, we travel the world. So our financial system that I have set in place for us, we're able to travel. We don't have any bills, you know what I mean? And I constantly keep getting access to more money. It's not always about what you save, it's how much access do you have to more money. That's what I figured out when I started becoming my own bank. What I mean by becoming my own bank, guys, I have more access to more money than I've ever had because of my credit score. Number one, my credit score, 831. Okay. Most companies will look at that. They won't even question you. They'll give you what you want. Most banks, they'll give you what you want. They'll look at it and be like, hey, this guy's trustworthy. Give it to him. So then it comes the task of you taking that money, using that money to become your own bank. Okay. What I mean by becoming your own bank, you want to put your money somewhere that is paying you dividends, right? Every month. Now, on my channel, I try to teach people what I'm doing. Rasta, what's going on? Good morning. Use the dividends that you are acquiring to pay your bills. Now you're free. Did you hear me? Take the dividends that you're getting, right? You put so much money into those investments, right? To where those dividends pay out every month to pay your household bills. So let's say you got a mortgage or you got rent. What if that's the only thing you got to pay because your dividends is paying everything else? Wouldn't that be a beautiful thing? Now you have money to do what you would like to do. See, I try to teach, make sure your money have a job, not just you. You have a job, but stop working so hard for the money. Darian, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning to you. Stop working so hard for the money, man. Let your money work hard for you. And like I said, this is not financial advice. It's just that I found the digital world, for me, this guy, it's more lucrative for us interest rates wise. And I'm going to show you here in a minute, right? I'm going to give everybody time to join in because they still join in. I don't know if you guys can see my platform, but names are just rolling up. So I try to get people to join in because they'll join in and say, hey, can you explain that again? So I try to get everybody in. I get it. You know, you guys just getting off work or you guys at work listening to me. So I get it. I see it took me years to realize that I didn't have to personal work every day. That's right. I don't. I mean, you don't have to work hard for your money. You know how they tell you to get 2 jobs, get 3 jobs. Basically, what they're doing is taking your time. See, one thing about it is time is more important than money. Because here's the deal, right? You can go out and make more money, right? You can go out and make more money. But when your time is up, it's up. What have you accomplished in the time that you had on this earth? See? So my thing is I'm always wanting to take my wife somewhere out of the country so we can make new friends again. And, you know, we go all over the place. We make new friends, we eat different foods, and we don't want to be tied to anything where we have to shove out payments. We don't want to do that. We want to live. You understand? My wife and I, we on the same page. We don't want car notes, house notes. And every time we get paid, we got to give it back to the system. Nope. We look at each other and say, well, let's go ahead and pay for this vacation. Let's go ahead and pay for this vacation right quick, babe. That's okay. No worries. I said, go ahead and make the reservations because I got some stuff to do. You know, we're on the same page. See, people think materialistic things are everything because somebody's bragging on them that they have it. But did you know if you go into any subdivision, I don't care, you may see multi-millionaire mansions. If it's 10 houses in that subdivision, 4 of those houses are 2 paychecks from being bankrupt. This is proven. So just because somebody got a big house and a fancy car, that don't mean they got no money. They got payments. See, big house, fancy car, that's the old flex. That was the mindset that they taught us to stay in debt and keep working to pay for that debt. But I'm here to wake you up. I'm here to tell you, I want you to concentrate on freedom of travel, freedom to do what you want to do, freedom of time, and you can decide if you want to work or nothing. I mean, if you want to work or not. Big Steven, what's going on? Good morning, my guy. Welcome. So, guys, what I've done, I always tell you in real time what I'm doing with my money. Okay, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Eric Jones Sr., aka Poppy. All right. Do I have any degrees? Nah, you don't need no degrees to know about finance. I don't know why people think this. You need no degrees. You know what you need? Read. Just read. I mean, just think about this, guys. We have so much technology in the world now. There's no excuse. There's so much information available to us. There's no excuse. Now, the question is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? That's the question. So yeah. But anyway, guys, I had 2 credit cards, right? I got a Capital One and I got a Citibank credit card, right? My Citibank pays me 2% cash back. So I look at my Citibank card as another form of income every month. I average about $35 a month on income off that card. 2% cash back. Yeah. Double cash back on every purchase. I love it. And I got a Quicksilver that pays me 1% cash back. My wife used that for groceries and stuff like that. That was my first credit card that I had. You know what I mean? But I used the 2% for buying equipment. I put all my bills on this thing: electric, phone, insurance. We go out to eat, gas, anything that I can put on this credit card, I put it on it. Can I pay for it out of my account? Of course. But if I pull this out of my account, what am I getting besides my bills paid? Nothing. I got to pay it anyway, right? So instead of me pulling my money out of my account, when I put it on the credit card, get me $35 a month, and then reach in my account and pay the credit card off. So I'm getting paid to pay my bills. Everybody understand that? Get your credit card that represents who you are. If you like to eat out all the time, my wife, we don't eat out a lot. My wife likes to cook. She likes to keep us healthy, right? So we don't eat out a lot. So we don't spend a lot of money like that. If you like to travel, get you a travel card. You know what I'm saying? Get you a travel card. You like to travel. That way, when you get ready to travel, you got your points. You ain't got to pay for the plane ticket, or you ain't got to pay for your hotel. You got your points to pay for it. You earned it. So use credit cards smartly. Now, if you're a type of person, you got a spending habit, a bad one, stay away from credit cards. You're not prepared for that, because you'll get yourself in a fickle. And then you'll be like the average person, blaming the credit card company that you used it. Stop that. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of do it like that. Me, myself, what I did, right? I never leave a balance on my credit card, ever. And I got an 831 credit score. I hear people say, well, you got to leave something on there. Who said that? The credit card companies? They just want the interest off you. Don't leave a balance, man. Because see, all this stuff get reported to your credit bureau. All this stuff gets reported to the credit bureau. And you want to keep a good standard with your credit bureau. See? And here's the thing about the credit cards. The less you got on there, the more, if they see that you're continuing to use this credit card, your credit score will go up. Let's say, this is how I think, okay? This is just me. Let's say I got a balance, which I did, of between my 2 credit cards, $1,339.33, right? Okay, let's say I didn't pay that off. Right? I just paid the minimum. I think the minimum was like $178, because you have to figure the time, how long those payments been on your credit cards. See, mine runs a 23-day cycle. Okay, some credit card run a 30-day cycle. Let's say that you spend, let's say your payment is due on the 23rd. Okay, and let's say you swipe your card on the 15th. That particular payment won't be due on the 23rd. Why? It didn't run 23 days. It'll be on your next payment. Y'all understand how that works with a credit card? Every credit card has a cutoff date. Okay? Every credit card has a cutoff date. You have to know your cutoff date. You got the statement bill, and then you got the due date. Okay? Long as you pay your credit card on the due date or before the due date. If you pay it after the due date, they're going to hit you with that interest. And this is where I try to explain to people, pay your credit card off every month. Because an emergency gonna happen. And then let's say you haven't paid that credit card off, right? Something happened. Now that's gonna be added to your credit card. Now you got more to pay off. I'll give you a prime example, right? My son and I got a condo up in New York, right? I told you guys this yesterday. And we had to buy a water heater. To get it installed up there was like $1,850, $1,850. Okay. The guy didn't take credit cards, right? But I'm my own bank now. See, I got so much open line that I don't have a problem with money, accessing money to go where it wants to go. So once I access that money, my main objective was to pay that money back quickly. Why? Because they're going to get me with interest. 9.99% when I pulled it from my open line. So I paid the credit card off, right? Now both of my credit cards are back to zero. That's going to be reported to the credit bureau, right? Now I have $10,000 on one and $30,000 on the other one available to me again, right? That's going to be reported to the credit bureau. Remember, I borrowed $1,850 from my open line, right? Credit cards are paid off. Now, after I got paid in one of my accounts today, $1,700 right here. So instead of me digging into my open line, you know what I did? I took it out the credit card, $1,339.33. My credit cards are paid. All the bills are paid because the bills come off the credit card. All the bills are paid. I ain't worried about paying the bills. See, everything comes off automatic on my credit card. So that way I don't have to think about it. My bills are paid. Okay? And when the credit card bill is due, guys, just reach in your account, pay the credit card off. That's helping your credit report. And if you're like me, I look at it as a form of income. Another form of income, right? So I got $360.67 left over after I paid my bills, right? Now, the old me years ago, I'm thinking, well, maybe I should spend that. I deserve it. I'd go buy me some shoes and clothes, a suit, a tie. I buy something to get rid of that money. And basically what it is, bad habits die hard. Now, this guy, I have to transfer this money to another bank in order for me to transfer it into my open line. So it's on its way. Now, when it gets there, I'm just going to transfer it into the open line. But you ain't got no money. I do got money. I just cleared it out. Actually, I got $38,000. If something happened, I just swipe my credit card. They're on zero. My balance for the credit card is zero. I just paid them off. See, I had to switch my mindset in order to become my own bank. I had to change it because I've been taught to spend my money. Instead of taking that money, go make me more money. You see? So now that I got the 360, right, I get paid again on Friday, like I discussed yesterday. It'll probably be around $412 on Friday. That goes into the account that I can transfer already. So do I hold on to this? Of course not. Transfer it into the open line. Now, after I done a transfer, remember I borrowed $1,850. After all my transfer, I already done paid back $800 and something. So now my balance to top that open line off that I borrowed is only $900 something. Now my following payday, the money will be paid back plus some. Look how quickly I paid $1,850 back. Guys, you got to remember, it's all about where you putting your money. If you keep your money in a savings account, it's not doing you any good. You know what I mean? Especially with inflations, you see? Now, we're not talking about credit today. And what I try to teach people is learn to play in the digital world. Okay. Learn to play in the digital world. And I'm going to show you why, right? Let's go to my computer. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys interest rates. Okay. And what I'm trying to get you guys to think about is how to get dividends to pay your bills. Okay? Stop working so hard just to give your money away to bills. But it's not your fault. Don't beat yourself up. We've been taught this bad habit from society. You know? Because when I was growing up, we grew up in a small house, right? But as I got older, society changed, right? They make you think you got to have all this extra room and big old house and big fancy cars. That's considered success in America. When actually it's considered debt, bad debt. Because now you don't have any money to do anything. You're trapped. Okay? So let's go to my computer right quick, guys. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, I appreciate you subscribing. What we talk about is finances, right? I've developed habits that I teach people now. I mean, I was like the average person. I didn't have any money. I was living paycheck to paycheck until I learned how the system works. Once I learned how the system works, I'm like, why are they not teaching this? Because they don't want you to know. If everybody knew, how would they make money off you? So it's up to you to self-educate yourself, right? All right. I'm going to go to, let's see, which bank? Let's see who's offering. Let's see what Ally Bank offering for its savings account. Okay, let's see what Ally got. See, most online banking, you can get better interest rates because they're online. They don't have no big building they got to pay for or taxes on property they got to pay for. They're online, so they can give you a better interest rate. Okay, that's how that works. Because when a bank is stationary, you have to go in, see, they got to pay for the building, they got to pay property taxes, all that stuff because they're a business, right? Bank is a business. But an online bank, they don't have to do all that. So you'll get a better interest rate, but the majority of the time. Let's see what Ally is offering. I like Ally. I mean, I like USA because I'm ex-military as well. So let's see are they offering here? Let's see here. Let's see, can I turn you guys around here? Flip. Drop you down here. Okay. Okay, up here, just follow my mouse. I think they're offering 3.30%. Okay. Let's see what I'm getting on my lending platform. Okay. Now y'all saw the difference, right? I mean, y'all saw what I was getting, right? Okay, right now, I'm earning, watch this, on my lending platform. Remember, what you call is giving, trying to get up out of this. There you go. Ally is giving 3.30%. Look what I'm getting on my lending. Look at this. Why would I not play in the digital world? That's my question to you guys. Now remember, yesterday it was 602 that I've got interest on already, right? Now today it's at 627. See that? 627, and that's overnight. Basically what I do, if you're new to my channel, right? Let me flip you guys back around so I can talk to you. Basically what I teach people is there are other options out in the world, not just the banks and the credit unions. No, man, we're in a digital society and they give you better interest. from my experience, right? And my lending investment, basically what I do, I take my cash, I put it on Coinbase, right? Coinbase is a cryptocurrency exchange. It's legal. It is on the stock market, okay? Whatever information I give you, it's legal. There's nothing scandalous about it. It's just a scam. No, it's legal. Anyway, they have hooked up with a company called Morpho. Okay, you can look them up, Morpho. And Morpho is affiliated with another company called Stakehouse. Right? And basically, what they do, they like a lending platform, right? They put your money into a vault. And let's say somebody like right now, the crypto markets, the stock market, everything is down, right? So people like to buy when it's down, but some people don't have money to buy, right? So what they'll do, they'll put their Bitcoin up for collateral. And when you borrow from somebody like me, right? Let's say you want to borrow 1,000, you have to put up for collateral around 1,600. You see how that works? Because if you default, I still get my money. You see? That's how this thing works. And I've been into it now for about a little over a month with lending program. And so far, so good. I always tell you guys, I like to try stuff first, and then I let you know how it's working. That way, I'm the guinea pig. I don't give out any information that I'm not doing. You feel what I'm saying? That's fair. So I can afford to lose a little bit. You know what I mean? So, but right now, let me flip you guys back, right? Shit you down here. Right now, I got lend out $1,476.42. I'm getting 7.12% interest on that loan, money I got loaned out, right? This is not locked up. I can pull this at any time, the entire thing. I just pay the taxes on the interest that I earn, just like anything else, guys. But what bank would pay you this? I don't know one. Not one. And this fluctuates. This went up all the way up to 9.25. Was it 10? It was somewhere between 9.25 and 10.25, right? This fluctuates with the markets. And this number that you're earning, it changes every day. You're going to continue to earn. Just sit your money there, right? Now, what I'm doing, I have a water bill. I explained this yesterday. That's run me about $20, $19 every 2 months. My water bill is only due every 2 months because I stay out in the county, right? If I get $3,000 in here, that's like $19 to $21 a month, right? On what I'm averaging on the interest rate. That dividend will pay for my water bill. So now that water bill is taken care of. Now I go to the next low bill or the next lowest bill that I pay every month, right? And I calculate how much money I need in here to pay for the water bill and the next bill, right? And I'll put it in here. Then this dividend right here will pay for those two bills. Then I go to the next bill. That's how I'm beginning to operate. I'm beginning to operate like a bank. We're too busy working, and they're too busy wanting you to work more hours. They're trying to take your time away so you won't have time to build your dreams or travel or do what you want to do. Why? Because your time is taken up by them, the jobs, the system. And I'm trying to wake people up and say, hey, get out of that. So you pay bills from the dividends. Yes, Bubble, pay bills from them dividends. You get them dividends in, my guy, and you pay your bills with the dividends. You still like for instance, my credit card pays my bills, right? That's fine. But when the bill is paid, right, I can pull that and put it back. Put it back into my account, or I can pay the credit card off with the dividends. You see? So that's how that is. So I find it very interesting that this is not really hard to do. The platform that I'm using right here, guys, is uh, Coinbase. Okay, Coinbase is a cryptocurrency exchange, right? It's legal, all right? It's legal. It's on the stock market. They are affiliated with a company called, like I said, Morpho, and they are affiliated with another company called Stakehouse, right? They're lending platforms. And like I said, I've been testing them for over a month now, and I like them. You know, my interest rate is steady going up. You know, my interest steady going up. So if my water bill is $19 to $21, right? I'm already at $6.27 interest already earned, right? I'm what? $13, $12 and some change short on paying my water bill every month. You know, I see you're spending their money or your credit card on the money you gain from the total balance. Yes, yes. And what it is in reality, you're not really spending the money. You want to use your credit card, Bubble, like I do, for the 2% cash back. Remember, I use my credit card as a form of income, right? I'm going to pay the credit card off anyway. So why not get paid for it? So you can use them dividends to pay back on that credit card. It ain't really coming out of your pocket. It's coming out of the dividends. You get paid from the credit card. You pull from the dividend that you earn to pay the bill off of the credit card. So in essence, it didn't come out of your pocket. You see, it seems kind of confusing at first, but once you start implementing these things that I teach you guys, uh, you'll see. Because I study finances every single day. Most people can't do it; they get burnt out on it. But everybody has a niche. You have to find your niche. Finances is my niche. I didn't think so at first, but once I got to understanding interest rates and fractional banking and the term that they use to try to fool us, make it sound technical. Oh, I mean, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. You know, just like a loan versus an open line of credit. You know, it's all in how you educate oneself. Okay, it's all in how you educate yourself. And I'm here to give you the information. I can't make you do it. You have to want to change your situation. Okay. If your situation is keeping you struggling and you want to stay in that situation, there's nothing I can do for you. I can't give you information if you're struggling and you like it. Some people are addicted to the struggle because that's all they know. You know, they have. I mean, just like some people at a job, right? They have leave. You know, they built up their vacation days, right? I know people that get 8 hours and take it, and then when something happens, they want you to donate some of your hours to them. I never donate. Okay, what happened to your hours? Now I can understand if you get sick. Okay, I can understand it. I donate some hours to you. But if you're just taking yours, taking them 2 hours here and 5 hours there, and then you expect for me to donate my hours to you because you wasting them, not gonna happen. See, I got over almost 500 hours of vacation. You know what I do? Like next month, right? I can sell 40 hours back. That cut me a check. You know what I do with that check? I invest it. A form of income. I never hold on to money, guys. Ever. Go make that money, let that money make money for you. You have to get in the habit of thinking like a bank. You know what I mean? See, I have to look at this right here, right? Let me show you something. Let me flip you around again. Okay, earlier today, when I first got up, I noticed I lost about, well, I wouldn't say lost. Bitcoin was down. It's been down for the last week or so, right? I put about $200 in there, about $200 for Bitcoin, and I lost about 30 bucks. So I charged that to tuition, right? So now I have to make a decision. You see how this changed, guys? It was at 713 and now it's at 714. See, it changed with the markets. Now I'm making more interest. See that? But what I was saying was now I have to make a decision, right? Bitcoin was costing me money, right? At that particular time. $200, it's not a lot of money to be into Bitcoin, but I had it there anyway. I set it there just to sit it there, see what it does. So I lost about 30 bucks. I said, okay, my lending platform is doing very well. Let me convert this over to USDC and shift it. Not a loss, just I paid tuition. It's like college, I paid tuition. So now I'll recoup that by putting that money into my lending investment. See, I never consider a loss. It's tuition. If you think it's a loss, that's what it is. You have to change your mindset. Remember, I always speak on mindset. Money is mental. How you think about it is just what it is. So you have to come up out of that how you think about money, okay? You think about money as a tool to use to get where you got to go. All right? And once you come to this mindset, money is a tool, there's no stopping you no more. Once you change that, it's money is meant to be spent. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. What's going on, Eric? Money is meant to be spent. Okay, go spend it. Then you got to wait for the next payday. Why not put that money into an investment and let that investment pay you? Now you got a little money to spend. See, guys, some people call it sacrifice. I don't call it sacrifice. I say you give this much of your time to a wider version of life. See, your future self would thank you. It would thank you. Your future self would thank you. Like my future self, it's already thanking me. I woke up this morning, my future self was like, thank you. I said, you're welcome. We're getting ready to travel again here. It's either March or May. We're going to Africa for 2 weeks. So we out of the country almost every 100 days. And we don't struggle doing it because of the systems I have in place for us, right? It's not about saving money, guys. It's about systems. Have systems in place that's constantly making you money. Keeping your money in a bank, that's not a system. You helping the bank. Because the bank is just going to loan your money out. And they make billions a year. Billions, maybe trillions off your deposits. But they don't want to give you anything on interest for using your money. You know what they're going to tell you? Oh, we're keeping it safe for you. Really? Really? Yeah, hey, that's why I say play around the digital world, man. Now, let's say you didn't want to, let's say you don't understand, you don't want to lend your money out. Okay, that's fine. Let's say, I'm going to show you how money is changing. Paper money. People thought I was crazy when I told them paper money is going away. Oh, it'll always be here, E. It'll always be here. Got places in my town, downtown, they won't even take your money. Credit cards only. ATM cards only. Oh yeah, it's going away. Digital money is already here. You using it already. ATM card, credit card, your phone. Clink, clink. That should give you an indication right there. Cash going away. It's going. Man. But let's say anyway that you want to make money, but you don't want to loan out your money. You want to make money. Okay, no worries. Coinbase, if you just sit your money, right? I consider it a savings account. You may consider it an investment. That's fine. Tomato. Coinbase would give you, let's see what they'll give you just for converting your dollars over to USDC. Now, remember, I'm earning, by lending my money out, I get better interest rates, right? Because it's through a third party. Now, let's go over here and see what Coinbase will give you just for sitting your money there. There you go. They'll give you 4.25% for just sitting your money right there. Just sit it there. It's not locked up. You can pull it anytime you get ready. And the interest, just pay the taxes on the interest that you earn. There it is, guys. This is the digital world, man. This is the digital world, you know? So, do you prefer Coinbase over Robinhood? Yes. Yes. Great question. I do prefer Coinbase over Robinhood. And here's why. I like to get receipts. Daniel? Yeah. Daniel, I'm not sure if you remember that GameStop incident that happened with Robinhood. And they just pissed me off, man. I'll just be honest with you. I made 10 grand overnight when they did that. That GameStop, I kept investing. Yeah, and then they cut us off because the rich people told them to cut us off. Remember, they were trying to dump GameStop. And I just kept buying, man. I made 10 grand overnight. And they just cut us out of the system. Just shut us down. We couldn't buy no more. Because the billionaires told them to shut us out because they was trying to crash it. They got fined for it though. I mean, they got fined like $1 trillion, something like that. A billion or something. They got fined one of the biggest fines ever in the crypto world. Ever. And after that, they just put a bad taste in my mouth. And I just said, nah, I still got the count, but ain't nothing in it. So I've been using Coinbase. And I got Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, and I also got DeFi. See, I play in all of them. I play in all those digital worlds, because the reason I got so many exchanges, because each exchange shut down for maintenance, for a couple of hours every month or something like that. Even Coinbase does it, which I like it because they upgrade their security and all that other stuff, right? So let's say a deal comes up and Coinbase is doing maintenance. And I'm like, oh, shoot. So boom, I go to my other platform and buy it. You see what I'm saying? So you want to leave your options open. Crypto Jam, what's going on, my guy? And that's how I operate. I just don't have one account. I have several. So if one is doing maintenance or something like that, I can go buy from another. Now, Kraken, they give pretty good interest rate as well on they what is theirs? Not USDC, it's called something else. I haven't been on Kraken in a minute, But Coinbase is my go-to because now I have that lending platform and I invest in it. So I got about about 14 and some change. No, about 15 and some change to get to my destination of $3,000 in this account. And that $3,000 with anywhere between 7.25 to 9.25 range of interest that I'll be getting off that, that'll pay for my water bill. You see? So now you got to do numbers when you're doing this, okay? I could dig into my open line of credit and go ahead and put the 3,000 in there, right? But the numbers are not adding up, right? On my open line of credit, my interest rate is 9.99%, 9.99%. But on my Coinbase right now, I'm only getting 7.12%. So that means I'd be losing by pulling it. Now, if it was reversed, it'd be a good deal. See, it's all about the numbers. Understand? It's all about the numbers. You got to understand the numbers. Because see, to the naked eye, let's say you get a loan and your loan is 9.something%, right? And I get an open line of credit. Watch how they trick you. I get an open line of credit that's 12.2%. Now, to the naked eye, you would think the loan is better, right? But actually, in reality, the open line is better, even though it's higher in interest rate. Why? Because a loan is amortized. They front load your interest. So it make it seem like that your loan is better when in reality, I can take my whole paycheck and dump it inside that open line and use it as a checking account. See? That's what we got to learn, y'all. We got to learn the tricks that the billionaires use, And you know how you put a lot of money into the bank? Let's say a millionaire or multi-millionaire is using the bank, right? Let me show you so you guys understand how deep this rabbit hole goes. Let's say a multi-millionaire go to a bank and say, I got this many millions to put in your bank. And he's going to say, how can you protect my money? That's the first thing he's going to say. Now watch what the bank say. Oh, we can put it into an insurance. We can put it into an insurance policy. Did you know you can put your money into a life insurance policy and use that life insurance as a bank? And here's the beauty of that. Watch this. It's tax-free. Death insurance is the only thing that the government cannot tax you on. So you can operate as your own bank, right? You can fund this thing. What's going on? What's going on, Heather? You can fund this thing, right? You can fund that life insurance, right? And you can pull from it tax-free. Let's say that your daughter needs a car and you don't funded this thing enough, right? You can reach right in there and buy the car or put a down payment on the car. No taxes. And just fund it back up. See, the rich get away with this because they understand this. They understand it. We as consumers, regular working people, right? I appreciate the gift, Heather, always. Thank you so much. Um, we as consumers, we don't understand numbers. That's the problem. And I'm here to change that. If you can understand the numbers, you can play the game. But here's the kicker. You can't play the game if you don't suit up. If you out there in the audience, how you going to get in the game? You got to get in the game. And people think you need a lot of money to invest. You do not. You do not need a lot of money to invest. Ezekiel, I appreciate the gift. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So my advice is to just study, come on every day. Well, I don't come on every day. I wasn't supposed to come on today live again. I was supposed to come on back on Sunday because I went live yesterday. But today it's raining. I can't do anything. So I have to figure out something. I'm hyper, man. I'd be out there cutting grass, detailing cars, cleaning concrete, and I take that money, whatever piece of money I make, like yesterday, right? I make $65 for washing a truck, a pickup truck. Came home, took a picture of that check, and that check gone to an investment. Never hold on to money. Well, how do you operate? My credit card paid me 2% cash back on every purchase. I don't go out and buy unnecessary stuff. If it ain't gonna make money for me, it ain't gonna benefit me, and it just making me feel good, no thanks. Been there, done that. No thanks. I like being comfy. I like having that reassurance that I can do anything I want to do and go anywhere I want to go without being buckled down and worry about what I worry about when I get back. I figure out how to pay it when I get back. No, been there and done that too. No. You want to start being sure what you do, okay? Now, guys, I'm going to show you guys, if you're interested in cryptocurrency, if you're not, that's fine. No worries. You can go to a company called, download an app called CoinMarketCap. Okay, let's go here. Where you at? There you go. I think that's it. That is not it. Let's try it again. I seen it somewhere. There it is. See right here? This is called CoinMarketCap. You can download it to your phone and you can play around with it or whatever until you learn it. It'll take you to the cryptocurrency markets. You see? I love this thing, man. I love it. Yeah. And you can learn about cryptocurrency. I've explained this before, but if you're new to my channel, welcome. I got nothing but love for you. Let's say you don't know nothing about Bitcoin. That's fine. Just click it. Click Bitcoin, and you'll see it populate. Right? Now, scroll down. Keep scrolling until you see about Bitcoin. There it is. It'll explain it to you. You can read it yourself. what's going on with it, why it was made, and these are the most common asked questions about it. What are the founders of Bitcoin? What makes Bitcoin unique? How much Bitcoin is circulation? How's the Bitcoin network secured? What is Bitcoin role as a store of value? How's Bitcoin technology upgraded? What is, it just gives you a host of questions that people normally ask. And then you want to get deeper, it gives you an overview and all the information that's going on with Bitcoin. You see? And you can do this for every crypto, you know. Yeah, I mean, you can do it for every crypto. You can just go back. Yeah, this thing is kind of taking its time today. You can go back and I think it's the weather. It's holding us back. Come on, go back. There we go. Go back to Chroma Cap. And let's say you want to, you're interested in Ethereum. It's the same thing, you know. So that's basically what I be doing, guys. I mean, I play around in the digital market because I get a better interest rate, right? Let's go back to Coinbase. Okay. And the reason I like Coinbase as well, I think it was, what was his name? I'm sorry, guy, I forgot your name. You was asking about Coinbase and Robinhood. The reason I like Coinbase as well, let's say it's time for taxes, right? I can go here and punch up my taxes. Watch what happens. I don't have to worry about keeping up with it. They do. All I got to do is download it to a PDF, right? Okay, this year so far, my gains this year was $17,573.39, right? So all I got to do is download this to a PDF. It's got a PDF on here, and it gives you the years and date and documents and all this other stuff. Just download it, and then you can put it into TurboTax. You can put it in the HR block. You can put it in where you want to put it in. You can put it in whatever you want to put it. I mean, they keep it up. They keep up with it for you. So you don't have to worry about it. That's why I like them as well. Now, Coinbase even got a credit card, right? You can earn up to 4% Bitcoin back on every purchase. You can manage the card just like any other credit card, Coinbase. And let's see what they got going on here. I got me one to order. I'm on the list to get one. So you hold more. No annual fee with Coinbase One. I'm on Coinbase One. Basically, what Coinbase One is, guys, I pay $4.99 a month, $4.99 a month, and I can trade all I want on Coinbase without a fee. See, when you trade crypto, there's like a small fee, 59 cents, dollar. It depends on how much you trade. The less you trade, the more fees you're gonna pay. For as let's say you want to trade $2 for something, that's gonna cost you. Yes, that's like, the higher balance you trade, the less the fees, right? Then you get no foreign transaction fees, and then they're gonna check your credit or whatever and see if you're approved for it, man. I mean, this technology is moving and it's moving fast, man. The only people who are not paying attention to it are the working class people, and I get it. I get it. I promise you, I do. We go back now. Like Coinbase One is this one. Okay, this is Coinbase One. They give you, what you about the credit card and everything like right there, right? I got $330.86 left with a zero trading fee this month. So I can trade this much this month without having a fee. You see what I'm saying? So see, if you look up here, my payment is $4.97 a month. I can trade all I want. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat it. And most people, when they go to Coinbase, they're gonna be looking at something like this, right? This is the beginner's page, right? See, they're gonna be looking like something like this. But me, I'm an advanced guy, right? This is the chart I'll be looking at. This is what I look at. You see? See, a little more advanced. Well, it's a lot more advanced. I can read the charts I can know what my crypto is doing, how it did 2 months ago, a year ago. How much do I want to trade? I can come over here, right? And I can uh, put a bid in when Bitcoin or whatever I got, it gets to a certain amount, it'll automatically buy for me or it'll automatically sell for me. You see, this is the advanced chart. When you start learning what you're doing, and I'm self-taught, guys. All I did was watch videos, and I didn't go to school for none of this. I'm just self-taught, man, and I'm not a damn genius at all. You know what I mean? So that's just that's just some of the things that I do to invest and keep my money moving. See, do you have a percentage of your earnings into the Coinbase USDC? No, I don't. Miss Land Luxury. No, I now this is just me, okay? Now I could do that, yeah, but my lending is doing very well. I mean, I was surprised. I mean, it goes up throughout the day, and tomorrow it'll be at a different price. So I'm more of a price concern guy. Which one of my investments are doing extremely well to benefit me? See, I can always go back to USDC and put some in there, right? Or the interest that I earned, right? But mine is going to pay my bills. Let's say I didn't want my dividends to pay my bills. I can always take the interest that I earned and put it into USDC on Coinbase. If you wanted to do that. But me, I'm trying to set up a system to where my dividends pays my household bills. That's my whole thing. I want my dividends to pay my bills. I don't want to pay them. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to pay them. I want something else to pay them. And then my money is free to do what I want to do. But me, somebody like me, when I get free money, I invest it. I'm like, oh, go make me more money. That's just how I think. How do you do with taxes? You can do, they got cryptocurrency taxes now, believe it or not. See, some people don't realize they got cryptocurrency taxes. When you get your taxes, right, look on your tax forms, right? The first thing it says is, do you own cryptocurrency? Yeah, you got tax professionals now that do it now. Or you can go on TurboTax, do what you want to do. I mean, you got professionals that do cryptocurrency taxes now. Or you got Coinbase that'll give you a printout. That's why I like Coinbase. I don't have to try to keep up with it, right? Coinbase keeps up with it. And then all you got to do is download it to your PDF and give it to whoever you're going to give it to, or email it to them, or however you're going to do it. So this thing is moving fast, guys. I think it's Christian Morris? Yeah. USDC, that's what that bill Trump passed. It's called God, it was just right on my tongue. I was just going to tell you too. I got to come back and tell you. But it's a bill. It's already been passed. USDC. So no, not the big beautiful bill. I don't like that one. That's an ugly bill. I read that one. Shit. I cannot think of that damn thing. Yeah, the Genius Act. There you go, James. There you go. Thank you so much. It's the Genius Act. That's USDC. Yeah, it's that's what that is. A lot of people don't realize. See, they give these bills all these weird names to throw people off. It's USDC. That's what it is, the Genius Act. But the regular people won't know it because they give it a different name. Why do you think they do this? The rich folks know what it is. But the regular folks, they don't investigate because they don't know what it is. Oh, I don't want to get involved in a Genius Act. That sounds like the smart people. But this bill is just USDC. It's legal. So you'll start seeing that a lot. You'll start seeing, for instance, Amazon. Just mark my words. You're going to see Amazon start having their own money, USDC wise, to pay for their products. You're going to pay for their products with Amazon money. What trying to tell you? Other people like Goldman and Sachs, they're going to start having their own USDC. You know what I'm saying? So You're gonna start seeing this a lot. People gonna start using their own USDC and USBD and all that. I mean, this is just digital money. This is just how the world is changing. You can either, and I tell people this, I say you can either jump on board or get left behind. Because I was getting left behind when I first started learning. I had young people teach me this, man. Marcel, what's going on? I had a young guy teach me about Bitcoin. I've never heard of it years ago. I've never heard of it. And this young guy, he taught me about Bitcoin and told me it was the future. You see, he's in the technical world of that. He's robotics. He built robotics. And he was right. Here it is today. Everybody thought it was a scam, but here it is today on the stock market. And he was right on it. So I was like, wow. And I'm glad I got into it because he was right. I mean, it's just like the internet when it first came along. Nobody wanted the internet. That's stupid. Now everybody got internet. It's like the cell phone when it came along. Nobody wanted that crap, man. Then what? Boom. Everybody got a cell phone. It's the same thing, James Black. What's the app called? Oh, you're talking about the one that you can go on and learn about the cryptocurrency? It's called Coin Market Cap. Like a coin, like a dollar. I mean, like a penny coin market, and like a baseball cap. You can punch it in. You can download it to your phone too. You can get that app because I'm always on it to see what the markets are doing. You can download it as well from the Apple Store. Okay, James, you can download that as well. So, but guys, it's so much out here. You know what I'm saying? There's so much out here. I just feel like that I need to share stuff with people because people are like, man, how y'all be traveling all the time? Y'all be all over the world. I said, man, there's more to life than just working. Most people exist. That's it. They just exist. They're not living. They just exist. And they can't figure it out. It's people behavior with their money that keep them poor. I get it. When you don't get a raise and stuff like that. I'm talking about people that got money, right? They get a raise and then they go out and buy a new car. Then they wonder and they say, damn, I ain't got no money. You had money. You went out and spent that money that you just started making instead of enjoying the car that you just paid off. Make that make sense. I mean, that was me. I used to pay up. I almost have a car paid off, right? Watch what I do. Oh, man, I like that right there, boy. I'm going to go trade it in. Go trade it in, the cycle starts all over again. And all I had to do is pay the car off. Now I got $600 available. Invest that $600. Go make me more money. Now I don't have a car note. I'm making money on dividends. That's how you got to think. All right? That's how you got to think, people. But anyway, join me Sunday, right? Join me Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That's when I go down the rabbit hole. Hey, that's when we talk about some serious stuff. We talk about some serious stuff here. And we talk about how to pay houses off, how to pay your debt off, how you pay the multiple credit cards off correctly. Most people pay their credit cards off wrong. They just pay the minimum and think that's doing something. And they wonder why the next month the minimum payment is even higher. That's because the interest rate kicked in. That's why I tell you, pay your credit card off every single month. Look at it like this. Train yourself to say this. Before you swipe that credit card, can you pay it off before the due date? If your credit card is due on the 1st, can you pay it off in 30 days? Like my credit card runs 23 days. I swipe it and I say, before I swipe, yeah, I can pay it off before 23 days. That's how you got to think with that credit card. If you can't pay it off, don't swipe it. Unless it's an emergency. I get that part. But I'm saying everyday life, no, don't do it. Okay? And Sunday, we'll talk about how to get your credit up, how to repair credit. I'm going to show you how to lock your credit. Because when I first started doing finances, I figured out how to protect myself, right? Not only protect myself, it'll keep me from doing stupid stuff when I was trying to get out of debt, right? So I froze my credit. So I get antsy and want to buy something, right? So I have to take time to unfreeze it. So, it got me into a mode to where, I don't want to do all that, man. I don't need it. You see how that worked for me? I don't need it because it deterred me. Because I have to go into my phone. It don't take long, but I have to do it. So it deterred me from buying stuff. And then my wife, we go somewhere. I'm a machine guy, right? I like to buy equipment, for my business, right? We're going to Home Depot. My wife's like, "What do you need that for, Poppy? How many times are you gonna use that?" And she'll walk off. I'll be like, I like it. But then I get to thinking, she right though. How many times I'm gonna use it? And I walk away from it. Finances is a mental thing. It's a mental thing. Finances is mental. You change your mindset, you change your life, your financial life. And then you'll find yourself thinking like a banker. Okay. This is why I'm here. I'm here to teach you guys how to become your own bank. And trust me, when you become your own bank, oh my God. You be balling then. You understand? You be balling then. You become your own bank. Man, think about it. You got all this money, access to money. It ain't about saving, it's having access to money, right? That's your savings, having all this money available to you. Now, what you gonna do with it? I want you to start thinking about making more money with it. You see? Now, I've been showing you guys how I'm paying $30,000 back quickly. It's accelerating, right? Quickly, right? When we first started, old 30. Now we down to, I think, 20,000 next payday. That's right. Yeah, 20,000. I'm gonna back down to $19,000 in just a couple months, right? And all I gotta do is just stick with my system. I have $30,000 paid off less than a year. All I gotta do is be disciplined. Now I got $30,000 again in the palm of my hand. What am I gonna do with it? Make more money with it. Become your own bank. All right, guys. That's my hour. Well, a little over an hour. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Now it looks like the sun trying to come out because I got to go across, not far away. I got to do an estimate. This guy's got some kind of truck, a prowler or something. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of truck, and I got to do an estimate on it. Oh, you quite welcome, Heather. I appreciate you always going in, joining in. You go, girl. B, I appreciate you, B. I appreciate you guys joining in this morning. I know you guys got better things to do than to hear me chatter. You know what I mean? I appreciate you joining in. But I just want you guys to focus on changing your mindset, okay? When it comes to finances. Just focus on changing your mindset. You'll be surprised. It ain't how much you make, it's what you do with it. Okay? And I'll show you guys how to if I got time tomorrow, I'll come on tomorrow. I'll show you guys how to turn a credit card into a checking account. Easy look. I appreciate you joining in, my guy. And good morning, John Best. How you doing? And this is how you can build credit fast if you learn how to turn your credit card into a checking account. Okay. Miss Land, thank you so much for joining in. John B, I appreciate the gift, my friend. Thank you so much. Because turning your credit card into a checking account, that's a beast. That's a beast, man. Boy, you can do some damage. That's how I did it. I did damage. You know what I mean? Now I'm sitting at an 831 credit score. The bank can give me anything I want. All I gotta do is just punch in. I ain't gotta go into my credit union. I can punch it up, go VIA, talk to the lady on my computer. Hey, Mr. Jones, how's it going? I'm pretty good. How can I help you today? I'm gonna need about an extra 20,000. Let's see what your credit score is. Oh, 831. Oh, Mr. Jones, give me a minute. She said, give me about 45 minutes. We'll have that in your account for you. That's the kind of response you want. You hear me? So look at me. I love you guys. I love you guys. Just take care of yourselves. No matter how much I teach you about finances, if you don't take care of your health, it'll be all for nothing. Okay. Lose weight, drink plenty of water, exercise. You ain't got to do a lot. Take you a good walk. Take care of yourself. Go to the doctors and get your checkups. I'm married to a nurse. So, she taught me how to take care of myself and I feel a lot better. All right. So, guys, you ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. I love you guys. I appreciate the new subscribers, all the old heads. I ain't got no love for you. There ain't a jealous bone in my body. I want to see everybody do good. And I see y'all at the top. One love. And I see y'all at the top. One love.